today we are going to read the story A Brick Wall. Messi was a soldier, unfortunate enough to cross me, his commanding officer. He did not live to regret it. There was something very satisfying into the moment when I thrust the tip of the sword into the soldier's heart. During our duel, I watched him fall to the ground with the satisfaction of a job well done. The men under my command seemed depressed in the following weeks. They mentioned Messi frequently, but I ignored their conversations. One night, I retreated to my chambers to sulk and soon was joined by the delegation of men who were friends of Messi. I was surprised and delighted to learn that they had come to their senses and now saw the impotent lieutenant for the cheat he really was. He shared a round of drinks and laughed together. The other soldiers suggested we should explore the lower dungeons. That sounded like a fine idea to me. We set off in a merry spirits, drinking and laughing, our voice echoing through the narrow passages. Deeper and deeper we went. My head started spinning and my legs felt like rubber after that drinking. When I came to, I was lying on my back with my wrist and hands, ankles shackled to the floor. Very funny, lads, I called out. Now set me free. The soldiers didn't answer me. A moment passed and Messi's best friend appeared in the doorway, holding mortar and a mason's trowel. The other men began handing him bricks, and I realized that the soldiers are breaking up the entrance to the cell in which I lay shackled. Very funny, I said again. No one answered me. They worked in silence, laying brick after brick until one row was done. Then two. They were playing a nasty joke on me, of course. Then Messi's best friend paused in his work and looked directly into my eyes. At that moment, I realized that this joke was not a joke. Scream after scream ripped from my throat as I struggled against my bonds. But the dungeon was too deep into the fort, and no one heard my screams. They were on the final desperately using my wealth and attempt to escape my fate, but no one listened to my bribes. I watched in heart-thundering horror as the last brick is put in place, as the last check of light faded from my sight. I have been entombed alive in the deepest, darkest dungeon of the fort. I hold in panic, writing against the iron mangles, binding hands and feet and twisting my body. Eventually, I fell back against the floor. My wrist and ankles wet with my own blood. My fingers were torn and throbbing from their intense scrubbing against the hard floor. I found myself weeping angrily, though I have never shed a tear in my lifetime. The agony to the thought sent me writing again in spite of the horrible panic, racking my wrist, ankle and hands. Daylight. I must see daylight again just once more. Don't leave me here to die alone. Don't leave me. But I was alone, and my sheer brutally horror of it overwhelmed me. My eyes strained against the complete and utter darkness, and I wonder if they were even open. Dear God, I can't get out. I can't get out. I can't get out. Thank you.